Well, I've been sitting here on this dock by the bay, watching my blue skies turn to gray. Didn't know if I should run or stay, so I pulled up Mike's weather page, 'cause Mike's weather page, you know he's got the news to keep you safe. Mike's weather page is only a click or two away. Well, I admit that I had one or a few, 'cause I was down and I was feeling blue. But then I clicked on Mike's fan page. I saw all my friends, now I'm okay. 'Cause Mike's weather page, you know he's got the news to keep you safe. Mike's weather page is only a click or two away. We all know Mike's a real fun guy. He'll track the storms as they blow by. But when the drunk donkey comes out to play, Miss Julie, take his phone away. 'Cause Mike's weather page, you know he's got the news to keep you safe. Mike's weather page is only a click or two away. Well, there's Louie and Hunter too. No telling what they're gonna do. You know he's got more than a million fans. Yeah, 'cause now Mike's weather page, you know he's got the news to keep you safe. Mike's weather page is only a click or two away. Mike's weather page, you know he's got the news to keep you safe. Mike's weather page is only a click or two away.
What's up, everybody? Good morning. Hey, I see that. Oh man, microphone's blasting today. Shelly just messaged me. There's weird music playing. That was that. I put this compilation together of Fred, and I had music on my drone video. So the drone doesn't have any audio. So that's what that was. I'll tweak it. So good morning. Hey, our Cayman Island, John, what's up? Man, we talked about you yesterday. Guess what? You freaking dog's coughing. Grace is on top of you right now. Hey, what are you doing, buddy? You okay? Calm down. Calm down. Louis coughing a little bit. So good morning. Let's slow down a little bit, man. So good morning. Let me check out the chat here. Me and Louie, slow down a little bit. Hey, Jamelia Rooney, what's up? I haven't seen you in a couple of days. Might be getting a little action from Henri. What are you doing? Quit licking your lips. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Cindy. Maggie, is that how you say it? Megan, what's up? Houston, hey, Carol. Whitney, what's up, Whitney? Michael Faulkner, what's up, Betsy? I'm looking at YouTubers, too. John, thanks for making me aware of the Cayman Islands a little more yesterday. And you guys are technically under hurricane watch. It's kind of weird. I don't know why they'd have a watch when it's right on top of you right now. Nancy, good morning from Tybee. Stephanie got 7 inches of rain. I know yesterday was a big weather event. We had a ton of tornado warnings. We'll take a look at that here. Greg, what's up, Montgomery? Greg, not a day for that. Oh no, who's vacationing in Cancun? Dwayne, you got a hurricane coming. I hope you know that. This is Louie, by the way. So hey, welcome to Mike's Weather Page. What's going on? This is a fun little site. We got the best fans in the world. We got some great supporters. We are a big weather family. We really appreciate that. We have some dogs. Got birds in the background. Louie, what are you doing? Why are you coughing so much? Knock it off. It's okay. New Jersey accent. Yep. Why don't you go get some water? Go get some water. I'll put up Hunter. Go get some water. Go get some water. We're going to show Hunter now. So what layout show? We got to look at something. Good morning. Hey, what's up, Trent Hogg? Morning there, Oldsmar. So, of course, we got some great supporters of the page. ABC Fine Wine and Spirits. Look at this. I found this today. I Googled ABC and Mike's weather page, and look, since it is school season, this is a great picture. One of their billboards. Stock up on homeschooling. Supplies are here. So, homeschooling supplies at ABC. That means all the moms, they got your wine, they got the whiskey. So, if you're having a hard time homeschooling, ABC is your place. But big supporters of our page. We really appreciate that. So as always, we're on YouTube. You can follow us on there. You follow us on Facebook. Make sure, on Facebook you like the page and click follow the page. Otherwise, you don't get noticed. Same with YouTube. Apparently, it's hard to get everything in your feeds all the time. So we got a lot to talk about in the tropics, Hunter. We got a lot to talk about. We'll talk about Henri right away because Henri kind of got sneaky overnight. And we were chasing Fred this 2 days ago. We were up in the Panhandle, met some great folks up that way in Port St. Joe area and Apalachicola. So glad I went, honestly. The one thing about Storm, when I do go to the Storms, I meet, a lot of fans. And I learn about areas that we talk about that you only see them on the maps. You don't see them in real life. And, man, it really makes me connected more to see these places up close. So that if unfortunately, if we do get another storm, I can at least say I've been there and understand more of the geography, the people, real people experiencing storms, and what they have, what they're going through. Because where we were standing, they told me, Michael, it was about 5 to 10 foot of surge where we were at. So, I mean, that's amazing. So, look at little Hunter. He's kind of cute today. You're doing good boy today. Why do you look right there? You look at the camera. You just don't even turn your head. You get daddy a kiss? Oh, you don't give me a kiss? So, all right, we'll put him down. Let's talk tropics. He's looking where his butter's at. Let's fix your collar for you, buddy. The official dog, Hurricane Hunter. All right, so we are live. All right, last thing. It was Taco Tuesday last night with Julie. We had a city council meeting I went to, and I spoke. We went to Taco Tuesday, had a few beers, many beers. And then Phil and I went to Chili's, had my DD. Apparently, this was on the counter last night. Guilty. I told everybody months ago, there needs to be an automatic lock feature on the pantry door, like at 10 o'clock, especially if you've been drinking. Or at least put the chips in a damn safe. I would think guns, I would take the guns out and put these in the safe because this is dangerous when you've been drinking. So I felt good. The bag's still kind of full, so I didn't eat that many of them. But, man, I could rip through a bag of Doritos and go to bed. So, anyway. So, good morning. All right, so here we go. We're going to talk about the weather. The tropics. We got Grace, obviously dealing with the Cayman Islands right now. And unfortunately, expected to be an 85-mile-an-hour hurricane, the last official advisory. We showed it last night, and it's definitely increasing overall structure. Hurricane warnings are up for the Yucatan. Latest discussion on the NHC has it peaking out at 85 miles an hour and going over land. A little bit of weakening back down to 60, and then it's going to come back to 85. So it's a double whammy. It's looking very suspicious on satellite. It's got that look. It's got that Caribbean look of a storm. It's in the hottest waters on the planet. So unfortunately, it's going to intensify. And it's got light shear ahead of it. So we got to really think about the folks in the Yucatan, Cozumel, Cancun area. We got a lot of vacationers. This is no joke. This is happening. So be careful. This is, got that possibility of maybe getting into the triple digits numbers range. Whitney, cheers to Whitney. We got the coffee cup. Yeah, alerts are a little weird, sketchy. They come randomly from Facebook. So good morning. Somebody went to the Rays game last night. Dream Girl 89. How about the Rays? We were watching it during Taco Tuesday. Nelson Cruz hit a home run. Can you believe it? They've won so many damn games, man. They've got some hitters. Bad day yesterday, North Carolina. Yeah, let's look at this so I don't forget. So Fred, this is still a storm that we got to worry about today. This is Storm Prediction Center. Fred is moving off to the northeast, and we got a potential for strong storms again today for the northeast. Yesterday we had a ton of tornado warnings, a couple on the ground. Like we talked about during our daily brew, feeds off that moisture off of that Gulf Stream, which is on the Atlantic side. People get confused. Gulf Stream's still the Atlantic. But that warm water off the Atlantic, man, it fuels these supercells. Daytime heating, dry air instability, and we had a lot of tornado warnings yesterday popping up. A lot. And it's going to continue today. So this is today. Slight chance, which means tornado chances 5%. That means we'll probably have a tornado watch later today. That's parts of Pennsylvania going northward, maybe tonight into New York. But, Maryland, West Virginia, a little bit of Virginia today. And so that's something to watch out for. They're going to say tornado potential exists today. In inland mid-Atlantic, this is all leftover Fred, tropical depression Fred. Still the tropical depression. I took them off. Maybe I shouldn't have. I don't know. They really stopped updating graphics. I guess we could have left it on there. I don't know. You're not really. All they have now graphics for Fred is rainfall. So that's the only graphic left for Fred is the rainfall potential. So Fred is dead as far as graphics go. And I do have my Celsius ready. It's a CC morning. So, but serious, let's look back at Storm Prediction Center yesterday and see. So that's today. Listen, so pay attention to Northeast. Fred is not dead. As a matter of fact, we can look at some radar here. Let's take a look at future radar for today. And you'll see kind of what I'm getting at. Let's go to the northeast here. Take a look at radar, what we can expect. So here's Fred spinning. This is throughout the day today. So Ohio, Pennsylvania, this is 1 o'clock. Strong storms. I got family in Somerset, Pennsylvania, about a turnpike. So strong storms today, possible. So if you got family and friends up there, let them know. That's a pretty hefty squall line still developing today, throughout the day. This is 6 o'clock today. So, Fred is still spinning and producing unstable weather. And this is into tonight, midnight. So had some fans reach out from New York area, and definitely tonight going into New York, New Jersey area, possibility of storms from Fred tonight. And then tomorrow, we go into tomorrow morning. Doesn't go that far out, but look, this is early morning tomorrow. So Fred is not dead as far as what he's bringing. This is overnight into tomorrow morning. So strong storms definitely today we can see. Tornadoes from yesterday. We had a ton of tornado warnings pop up yesterday. Let's see if we can see official. Excuse me. God almighty. So there's all the ones in Georgia. That was on the 16th. This is as Fred was making landfall 2 days ago. And then yesterday, 13 tornado reports. So this was yesterday. Here's all the reports so far. Blue is wind events, wind reports, and red dots are tornadoes yesterday. And this is all from Fred. And look, the east side. Hey, Lisa, yeah, I got a lot of family up that way. Up in Stacy, we're going to talk about Henri here. Just give me like 5 minutes. Whew. Clicksby Scott, what happened to weak goes west, strong goes north? Well, on which storm? no storm goes north when there's a high pressure. First off, weaker storms is mainly the weak goes west is the Caribbean, the trade winds. So that really should have an asterisk. The weak goes west generally means that weaker waves aren't influenced by upper level winds, regardless of high pressures or not. But as far as Grace goes, we got a really strong high pressure. Remember Harvey? Harvey got stuck. High pressure. Everything is the highs and lows in life control the tropics. So not only our emotions, the highs and lows that we all experience, control your moods, the highs and lows control tropics too. So we got a huge high pressure developing over the Gulf of Mexico. And there's no way that this thing can penetrate that high pressure system. And we see that with storms a lot. That's why this time of season we get a lot of them curve up into Texas, because high pressure builds into the Gulf of Mexico. So a weaker system that doesn't even have high pressure system will still go weak because it doesn't have any upper level winds controlling it. So here's the radar for today. So pay attention today. This is today. Fred's still spinning. He's going to bring in some nasty storms later this afternoon across parts of New England there and heading up to the northeast. So that's the weather on tap today from Fred. Now here's Grace. We talked about Grace. Spaghetti models. Let's take a look at those. They just came out 12Zs. Look, I mean, almost Zippo. So that's pretty strong indication. There is a high pressure building that all the models are showing, and not giving us a chance to curve upwards. So I mean, we have strong confidence that this thing is not going north. Unfortunately, we got Mexico, and we got a lot of people in the Yucatan. This thing could creep up. It's 85 now officially here. And who knows? Could go a little quicker. Stronger. It's you're going to start feeling winds down that neck of the woods. I know we just had somebody pop in that is down there. But here's your tropical storm force winds arrival tonight. Dave, I'll show you all the models here in a little bit, I promise. Record flooding, Jennifer. I know, man. Did you see Boone, North Carolina? I posted a picture yesterday, but man, there's a couple rivers up that neck of the woods that are going to be Henri. I know, Shannon. I just like the name Henri with an I. I don't know. You say Henri, I say you say Henri, I say Henri. So anyway, the winds are going to be going downhill fast today, and we going to be experiencing possibly category 2, who knows, 85 official, but that's happening. We got a lot of fans that live down that neck of woods that email me, so we'll have some footage to show later as this thing makes approach tonight. So I'll have some exclusive content from fans that live down in the Yucatan. So if you live down that way, email. I got the email on the website. Email Mike or message me. I don't see messages anymore. So email me. Rebecca. Who didn't have their ears on? First time viewer. Are you kidding me? Where have you been all these years? Good morning, Yohel. What's up, buddy, down south? Cuba. I hear the train. Does anybody have any inside information at Oldsmar about the train? I want to capture the train with my drone video, and I hear the horn. I would never make it there. We still have a train going through Oldsmar. I love trains, man. I don't know what it is about trains. Henri, we're going to talk about Henri, promise. These chats go on for an hour. And I'm waking up from Hangover Wednesday from Taco Tuesday. What's up, Crystal? Good morning from St. Augustine. Debbie, what kind of hat you got wearing there? I see you with a red hat. Is that a Bass Pro Shops hat? There's our girl Shelly. What's Henri? We're going to talk about Henri. We got a lot to talk about with Henri. So we're going to go into Henri. Henri, if you're living in New England or got family in New England, You're going to want them to pay attention to Henri. Hey, Sandy Hoff, what's up? Sandy's been helping us a lot now. She's officially part of the MWP family now, and we appreciate that. She's been working with our Category 5 supporters, sending out app details. If you're a Category 5 supporter on YouTube, make sure you reach out to Shelly or Sandy somehow and get your perks, because we're sending out app information first. Somebody just mentioned, Jim, you hear the train coming? Jim, you live around me? I hear the train coming. The Bald Weather Channel dude, who would that be? Yeah, Dave, I'll show you. For what storm are we looking at? So we know this is going there. So we're going to go straight into Henri, because we have, obviously, little things are changing in the tropics. The bus, John, I got a text alert today. Oh, look at this. This is not good. I got a text alert. Look, 60 minutes late again today. It was 60 minutes late coming home. It was 60 minutes late getting here. So 4 days in a row now. Then I got a text this morning, your bus is going to be 60 minutes late. But Julie's off today. And I feel bad. Pinellas County, they said there are 100 drivers short. So I know it's not the driver's fault, but they need to freaking figure this out. All right, so let's talk about Henri. Let's turn off some models here. For sure. All right, so Henri is tricky. Now, here's the official cone. Some fan, NHC is having a hard time here with their graphics. What's going on? All right. I had a fan ask me, should I be worried in New Jersey? And I said, well, at the time, it looked like it was zero chance this thing could impact the East Coast. So I made that comment today, because I was directing it to her. But this cone is shifting west, and it's probably going to shift west at 11 o'clock. I would bet money on it. Okay? This cone will shift at 11 o'clock. We are going to see this, unfortunately. New Jersey's still a little bit on the outskirts, but the point was you should be watching the New England area. There's a high pressure building. Everything this year is about the high pressures. There's a high pressure building that could block the H storm. Is that better? And possibly bring it closer to New England this weekend to watch. So let's show you all the models. But that is a change. Never say never in the tropics, ever. And I told her, I'm like, very, 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 very unlikely. But I didn't say no. Amy, it's not coming to Florida. I can say that with certainty. There's a 0.0 bazillion chance that it's coming to Florida. Sandy was no joke, Jamelia Rooney. I know. John, I would love to, man. Just be safe, buddy. It's ironic that we talked about the Cayman Islands and you're actually out there. But so we actually have a Mike's Weather Page fan communicating in the YouTube right now that lives in the Cayman Islands and feeling Grace at this moment. So luckily Grace is not strengthening. He said it's pretty rough. I believe it. But luckily it's not nothing more than it's not a Cat 5 or anything right now. So all right, so let's show you the models. What's going on with the models? Tropical models. I see our buddy Greg out there. What's up, Greg? Furman Generators. I got a lot of supporters, man. I just so thankful. Furman, we have a lot of MWPs buying Furman Generators. Amazing company. He's a huge weather fan of ours. 30% off. MWP 30. I'm doing a fan share today with Streamline. Getting some great service there. And Tammy Kent. I felt like I was working for Tammy. So Tammy Kent's been a supporter of our page forever. And she owns OSR, which is a lineman first responder company that goes to the storms and sets up storm responses, and that's kind of what I was doing. I was driving around Apalachicola, and that's what they do. They damage assess and instantly, point the line workers where to go and try to get the world back to normalcy. I saw these linemen. I swear to God, it was incredible. I was streaming live, so somewhere on my live video, but they were actually fixing power during the landfall of Fred, and it was windy. I mean, those videos I got was no joke. I mean, there were 60, 70 mile an hour gusts. They were actually out there fixing the power during the storm with crap blowing all around and trees snapping. Man, so it's like a race. Those guys are like addicted to getting power turned back on. It's like a race. They just love getting out there, the danger, the adrenaline rush. I mean, I've met so many linemen now, a lot of them at softball fields with their kids. It's like, it's so cool to learn about this industry and what they do for the power industry more than anything. So I kind of felt like a damage assessor. All right, so here is the latest spaghetti models. These are 12Z. Not trying to scare anybody, just that we're seeing a trend to the west. Darcy, yeah, there you go. Your husband's a line worker. Awesome. That's it. I can tell they love it. What's up, Brent? It's your drug you want too, man. Yeah, I don't know. I just feel like it's, put on the hat. Let's go. It's awesome. Henry, here we go. Samantha, yeah, we're going to talk all Henry from here on out. Whitney. Oh, I remember Whitney. What happened? Did you get in trouble? Yeah, I'm scared to death of that happening. Tim Bolin, what's up? Oh, you got the puke thing. That high. There's a high building over Canada. The lineman wife. The line wife. Travis, happy hump day. So I might have got Sarah in trouble today. I found out her teacher, I think her name's Mrs. Cook. And apparently she told little Sarah that she's a fan of our page. So I gave her a koozie today. So it'll be the first time in history that a Down syndrome special needs girl walks up to a teacher and gives her a beer koozie. She did that a couple years ago. Miss Scala said that Sarah brought in like a bag of koozies and handed them to all the kids one day. And the teachers are like, "Who does this?" She didn't get in trouble, but it was kind of funny. Anyway, so here's your 12Z Henry. I promise all Henry now. So here's Bermuda. And we're seeing a trend tick to the west. And why? It's not that it's not turning. It's just we're going to have a blocking high pressure system. That's what happened with Sandy. There was a race. There was a race with Sandy. And Sandy, we had a high pressure system. Some of the models had Sandy doing that. Not Sandy Hoff, Sandy the Storm. And some of the models had to do that. And we're getting to almost be Sandy 2.0 here. All right. Eric, what's up, buddy? I caught myself listening to Dennis Phillips, my buddy. He's a great friend of mine. And I owe him so much moral support more than anything. But I was listening to his chat yesterday. And I took him in the shower with me. It's kind of weird. Don't tell him I said that. But I listened to his blog, his little Dennis Phillips Live, and I'm wondering how, a lot of people tell me they just listen. So I found myself just listening, which was kind of neat. I liked it. I like doing that. So now I'm going to, it's kind of like a podcast. Okay, let's look at all the models. All right, so GFS. This is a little concerning to me, the trend that we're seeing develop. Let's go tropicaltidbits.com and show you what I'm talking about. So we can't really go to the northeast there. We got to zoom in. Do we have an East Coast option? Trying to get the best view here to show what's going on as a whole. I guess we'll just stick it right here because we want to see that high pressure. It's kind of bulbing. All right, so let's keep right here. Tropicaltidbits.com. All right, so what you're going to see, the oranges are high pressure. The blues are low pressure. And this is Henri, the H storm. But if this high pressure builds in strong, then this system has nowhere to go. And it either sits here or curves like Sandy. So we gotta watch this potential change in thinking here with Henri, H storm. So here's the latest GFS. This is a little bit, oh no. So gets close to the coast, comes north, but see this high come dipping down out of Canada, and it starts to build. And doesn't have anywhere to go. So that is interesting. That's very, very eye-opening as a possibility. So if you got any friends and family up there, they're probably in a bazillion years, nobody up there is probably paying attention to tropics. But this possibility with this high pressure coming in, blocking any exit off to the northeast. That's why you got to watch tropics every day. You never say never. Things change so fast. We're looking at this pattern here, and this is, potentially could be a hurricane nearing New England this weekend. This is Sunday. The GFS kind of teases a little bit, and then it finally gets on out of here. So that's something to watch. So let's show you all the models, and then down the road, there's really nothing else to talk about. These waves coming off of Africa, nothing's really showing. We have a big plume of African dust, so I'm not going to focus on that too much. Here's Grace making that final approach down into Mexico, but we're going to talk about Henri. So high pressure. Let's rewind. Show you the Canadian models. Now we're not looking at strength at this point. We're looking at steering patterns. Canadian high pressure. See this high pressure way up in Canada? We got a little weakness. It's feeling it. Starts to turn. This is kind of leftover Fred making that weakness. But look, watch this high pressure. Pops in. And Canadian gets it kind of close to the coast. So that still is not a landfall. But it's getting closer to the coast. Something to think about. That's the Canadian. And then we go to the Icon, which I believe is a good tracking model. The Icon, 6Z, comes around, gets close to the coast, and gets it right off the New England coast. Overnight 00Z gets it kind of close to the coast. So it's very close to the coast. We kept talking about Florida West Coast skirt. This is a New England close to the coast. And we got mosquito control out there flying our helicopters. The Euro stinks, in my opinion, this season. It's not even showing. It shows it dying in 2 days. But we can still look at upper air patterns and see the high pressure system. So here's Saturday. Even with the Euro, it shows a complete dissipation. Is that a word? Dissipation. Dissipation. But it is building that high pressure system with the upper air. And you can see that. So it kind of teases you that Sunday, it's right here. But the main point is that the high pressure is building. And that's going to be a trend to watch. Here's 500 millibar at 500 millibar high pressure. Now, Euro's pretty good at sniffing out upper air. And if that's the case, you use a blend of models. So Europeans good on upper air pattern steering currents. Even though it's not showing a storm, it's showing a blocking high pressure system Sunday. And all of them are picking up on that. GFS, blocking high pressure. Orange is high pressure. Canadian, blocking high pressure. So we got something to watch. Let's look at the H-Wharf on Henri. I am not driving to freaking New England. But I could fly, I guess. What day would that be? The weekend? No, I'm not giving up softball. Maybe. So here's H. Wharf. This is on Tropical Tidbits. This one. We'll look at this one. This is the old school one. So H. Wharf obviously going all in on intensity. And it gets it really close. Jamelia Rooney, don't you live right there? So that's the H Wharf. 976 pressure. Awfully close to the coast. H-Mon is showing a hit on the coast. Man, I'm telling you. We are going to see a shift in the track at 11 o'clock for Henri. Tell your friends in New England this weekend, today's Wednesday, I'm getting those vibes of seeing a trend here that they need to be preparing. Not because it's just the pattern. It's the steering pattern. And we showed this yesterday. Look, as far as environmental conditions go, there's no dust. It's got extremely moist atmosphere ahead. Let's stop it right here. Look, there's very little dry air out here, so that's going to favor development. We have light wind shear. There's going to be a little bit coming with leftover Fred, but overall, not bad. In fact, let's see what the NHC says. I don't think I even read the discussion today. Let's see what they say. Let's go to. I forget, and I have it linked right here, by the way. You got to read the NHC discussion right here, all the time. They have a new discussion at 5 o'clock and 11 o'clock. So they say little change. Has a I like feature, no indication. Oh, Bermuda radar. I need to pull up Bermuda radar. Let's see. The surrounding environment is ripe, moderate shear. That's left over from Fred. Shear is going to relax on the weekend. Initial motion. So you're in NHC, guys. I think it's worth noting that the GFS is now showing a shortwave ridge building over eastern Canada, which could cause Henri to move northward toward New England coast. So, therefore, additional changes or shifts in track beyond the 60-hour could be required. So, now after all these models have run, they're going to see the same thing. And so they're predicting a 85 mile an hour hurricane before some weakening. So they are predicting a hurricane. It's very close to a hurricane right now. And, Sandy, well, let's look at the stats on Sandy. I don't know if it was a 1 or not. I can't remember. I think it was in 1. Deadliest, most destructive hurricane of 2012 season. $70 billion in damage. A lot of deaths were Caribbean, but became subtropical. I remember that. There was a big argument. Remember Sandy was subtropical. So they were... I don't know if this is the storm that we didn't have any watches or warnings. They basically said that it was shifted over to the different department. I can't remember what it was. I think it was a 1 or 2. I can't remember. It was around Halloween. I do remember that. Cannot remember. I think it was just a 1, right? I know surge was huge. But be prepared, for similar effects if this thing gets close enough with surge. a little more to the north, but this, obviously this is the old track, but this is the old sandy track. This one's a little bit more to the north if this thing affects Henri. But something to watch. It was 90 mile an hour, Kenneth. Yeah, I believe it was a 1, I think. It was Superstorm because I think back then it became subtropical or something. I don't remember. It was a 1. There you go. It was a 1. 1, 1, 1. Thanks, everybody. I thought it was a 1. Borderline 2. Okay. I remember it was a 1. But, man, consider the damages with just a 1. I remember those videos and pictures coming out of New Jersey Shore, man, with the theme park underwater. So we're watching that. So watch the all important 11 o'clock advisory with should I stop calling it Henri, the H storm. It's a little ball of convection. There it is. Weather nerds. And it's expected to be a hurricane soon. There's Bermuda up here, the little blue dot. Let's look at some microwave imagery. You can see the structure getting a little bit better. This measure, it's getting a lot better. Definitely getting the core. I do have a link, Blobby Bobby. I got just for you. I got the Dvorak. I don't even know how to say that. Dvorak. There's your Dvorak measurements. Is this storm 7? I don't even remember what the hell it is. I don't even know. Is it 7? Yeah. What? I can't remember what the hell. Because that's Grace. Oh yeah, Henri's 8, I think. Henri's storm. So I can look at here. Yeah, it's storm 8. Oh, so wait a minute. Was I clicking the wrong? Oh, Jesus. I hate tracking 2 storms. I was clicking Grace Dvorak. Here's Henri. There we go. Storm 8. Pressure 979. So it's got low pressure. Satellite was right. I just went up too far in the site. There you go. There's a current satellite on Henri. Does not rhyme with Sandy. Henri. So there's Grace bubbling away, just passing the Cayman Islands, heading towards Yucatan. More than likely going to be a hurricane any minute. So anybody down here needs to be watching very, 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 very close, unfortunately. And then, of course, down here, not Texas, more like that. It just makes a beeline west. But our U.S. concerns, obviously, are going to be along the New England coast. So let's look at some more model data. All right. So this, who would have thought our first potential hurricane impacts would be for New England? And this, tropics change overnight, like quick. Here's some ensembles. Not scaring anybody. I mean, trust me. I'm just letting everybody know the trends are a little more to the west. And trends are not your friends when it's pointing towards the coast. Hey, Roger, I remember that superstorm. It looked massive, didn't it? Just got a text alert from Papa John's. The tropics are slow when you only get text alerts from Papa John's. I had to make sure it wasn't Julie. I guess I'm going to crack open my Celsius, so we're going to look at more models. So we were on Good Morning America, apparently, which is great. So if anybody got any of that footage, send it our way because I want to see it. My drone footage. Hey, now it's 10 o'clock. Time for some Celsius. pressure, Greg. Yeah. Oh, let me make sure that was Henri. Greg, because Henri is definitely going to be something to keep an eye on. Last official on Henri. What the freak? I got to stop saying Henri. Last official advisory put pressure at 998. I was looking at Grace. It's a tough track in 2 storms. So pressure on Henri is 998. Pressure on Grace is dropping. Grace is expected to be 85 mile an hour by the Yucatan. This one's expected to be 85 miles an hour in 4 days. Henri is still supposed to be a hurricane, 85 mile an hour in 4 days. So they're expecting it to increasingly intensify. So let's look back at the models again on Henri. So there's no confusion for me either, because I'm confused. I keep bouncing between the 2 storms. So Henri, official track is this. All right, official track. We're going to get a new track at 11 a.m. Eastern. I suspect we're going to see a shift. Not that much. Well, hell, we could. Who knows? They don't make big adjustments, but we're going to see a cone shift at 11. So 11 a.m. Mark my word, that'll be the cone shift. Maybe more. That's my guess. And we're going to look at all the models again. We're going to go to the high resolution H-Wharf and H-Mon first on Henri. The H storm. I'm just going to say the H storm. And if anybody's getting annoyed, I apologize, but that's what I do. I want to do a big shout out to everybody. Obviously, Shelly does a great job. Phil does a great job. Sandy's helping out. It's tough, man. We got 1 million people. Robert, we're going to talk about that, buddy. I just think you need to be watching really, really close. This high pressure is concerning to me. I don't use words like that, but I'm just having these Sandy vibes again with this high pressure building. And high pressure systems and models don't just show up and then they go away. They start becoming more and more. And if we look at the trends, let's look back at GFS trends on this high pressure system, just for fun. Let's go back to yesterday's 6Z. So yesterday's 6Z, let's get a little close too. Not as much. Let's go 2 days ago. See, so 2 days ago, we really didn't see this high developing as strong. This is 2 days ago. Fast forward to today, and we have a lot stronger high pressure system on the models. Which, if it does indeed dip down, then it basically blocks. Since it is football season, this is like a linebacker. We got a Canadian linebacker coming down, blocking Henri. And that's what we got to watch for. Now, we don't have 100% model, but we damn near got a lot of model support that we're going to see the possibility of high pressure building. This is the GFS. This is the Euro. This is all on Sunday. Okay, Sunday. And here's the Canadian. So the question will be how close it gets to the coast before this high pressure builds in. And that's something to watch, man. Trends, I'm telling you, you start seeing trends, and it usually goes in one direction, and then it slows down and comes back. We saw that with Fred, right? West Coast skirt, then it went a little too far west, and it came back. You'll see that. But right now we're trending to this high pressure system that's building on a lot of models, not just one. Saying Henri has a chance to get close to the New England coast. And that could be trouble. All right, so here's let's take a looky at the latest H-Wharf. Henri. I think I'm confused because I'm looking for Henri is ornery. That's right, Henri. Guards, John. I know. Linebackers. That's the wrong. That's offense, right? What's 9 days out? Man, I don't see anything. The only thing 9 days out, possibly, like we showed yesterday. I mean, the only really the only thing that we could see still, I haven't even looked at these today. These are your 7-day Euro ensembles. Euro still does fine with tracking. It just does terrible with intensity. But this is next week, and we talked a lot about this yesterday. But the trend is, if we get a low coming off Africa, because of what's going on up here with Henri, there could be a little bit of weakness allowing something to curve. So that's just the trend at the moment. Is an African wave pulling northward. So we're 100% going to have African waves this time of the year. It happens. There's nothing saying we're not going to have African waves. The question is, how far do they get into the Atlantic before they recurve? And here's the latest GFS, and really not showing much. So as far as long range tracking, I don't see. Some models 827. Yeah, there's a few. You're right. I mean, that's low Central America coming up. I mean, being that we're nearing the peak of season, we definitely 10 days out. I mean, we're going to see a lot of areas to watch. Let's see. We'll go golf here a little closer. So I mean, this is excuse me. Yeah. So I mean, there's a few sneaky waves. This is a couple members following weekend. These little guys coming across did not get picked up and go out. So, I mean, that's obviously, you can follow them right here. So, there are a few scattered Euros or GFS that predict our African wave coming across. So, just keep an eye on it, I guess. Weather nerds, we can see let's see what it's showing here. If we got anything going. Man, there's a few there too. I guess there's a little bit of support that we could have something in 10 days. Yeah, so there's a little bit. So the timestamp here would be the end of August. Few and some. But see, look, I mean, that's the problem with looking that far out. I mean, there's just so many. But the Euro sniffing a little bit to the end of August, possibly. I'm not ready yet to go all in with that. End of August. So I mean, there's a few ensembles, GFS, and there's a few ensembles with Euro. All right, so let's stop. We're going to do one last recap on Henri. Lambs, the golf typically can be anytime, honestly, but Central golf to Florida, more October, November-ish, because we start to get these fronts come down. This is this time of the season that Texas watches, because these waves come across. High pressures rule the weather world this time of year, and that is their best shot at coming across and getting into Texas. By October, we start to get fronts coming down, a lot of weaknesses, and they curve away. I didn't get my space right on my video. See, I changed my. Now it's the Daily Brew video, and I think you can watch it live. Am I live? I am live. All right, let me fix that. Well, I can do it after that. What's up, Eric? Labor Day, Sonny with a chance of beer. I'm trying to talk Julie into going back up to Port St. Joe area. I ran across a ton of campsites up there. So let me know if any of you guys are affiliated with any campsites up there, and give me some inside scoop on a good one to go to. Because we'll just bring the camper and we'll get Enterprise to pick us up. There's a lot of dust out there right now with these two waves. That's why I'm not talking about the waves yet out in Africa. The big question is, will they, survive? They say weak. That's what these models are picking up on for the end of August. Weaker systems do go west because they don't get influenced by upper air. So we get tropical waves into August. I guess if you were to pick a hot spot, obviously just pick a wave, any wave. Bonnie, that would be cool. I know maybe we'll do a unofficial meet and greet at I gotta find the name of the joint. I met the family; they were great. I have a cool drone video where we were all standing there, and I came up and we got everybody. Let me see if I can find it. Where was it? A million posts ago. Does anybody post more than I do? Did you hear the shoe story? and my toes are not that wide. I got more people calling me camel toe. That's an insult. I think I was balancing. I don't know. I was freaking, just got like 100 ant bites, so my toes were very fragile. Camel toe. The camel colt. There we go. So, Scallop Cove. These fine folks. Look at that. I clean up good, man. I got to lose that beer gut, though. When I see pictures of me is when I decide to stop drinking beer and go to whiskey. So I'm on a whiskey kick now because I got to lose about 10 pounds. Too much beer goes to whiskey. But anyway, this is great. I wish I could have went and hung out with them, but that's where we'll have the unofficial meet and greet if I decide to go up there Labor Day weekend. Because I heard they sell beer and food. Supposed to be the local joint they all hang out at. So if you live in that area, tell me. All right, so we're going to drink some Celsius and we're going to look at the models one last time as we prepare for the 11 o'clock advisory. Trent Hogg, I know, man. I've been called a lot of things, but I've never been told I had camel toe. I literally, if you go back and look at the comments, people said that I had camel toe. Let's find those comments. Trust me, I don't get offended easily. Trust me. I love the haters. I love the hypers. I do not lose sleep over it. The only ones I lose sleep over are the ones that go way too weather in depth. And I suggest highly they go find another weather page, because where is that picture at? Because we're going to call out some people that said I had camel toe, because I think it's kind of funny. Where are we? All right, we got to go back down. Oh, all I got to do here. Well, I shared it, so I don't even have the picture. It was a share. A long time ago, man. 100 posts ago. hundreds of posts ago. Here we go. Oh, it might be because I'm not I don't know. Can't find it. One more chance and then we'll go. I don't know. Yeah, and I was drinking last night. Obviously, I love his page. You could tell. It's a long week. All right, here we go. This is the right one. So we're going to call out the camel towers. Maybe I won't, because I don't know where the hell. Oh, there it is. All right. So this is a nice officer, by the way. I love this post. I had, how many people do we have on this post? Got 13,000 likes on this picture. 280 comments. That is incredible. But, let's see. I had camel toe comments. So that's what we're going to look for. Maybe it's because I'm logged in on my personal account. I don't know. Oh, that was his post. I got to go back to my post. So here we go. We're just gonna call one camel tower out because it was kind of funny. Frank Bergeron said I had lobster claws. I guess that was my feet. We had 800 comments on this one, so I'm gonna have a hard time finding it. A lot of feet comments. Maybe I'll save the embarrassment and not find it. Oh, then I lost it. Oh well, I'm done with that. Alright, one last look at models. So Henri is doing this. Let's go back to the H-Wharf. Here's the latest H-Wharf. Gets it close. And no landfall. But look, man, it is very close. Well, it kind of does. So your latest H-Wharf, shifts it. This would be Monday morning, Sunday night, getting awfully close to New England there. The latest GFS, let's go ahead and look at my weather model site here. Let's actually zoom into the northeast more. Show you how close it gets. So the latest 6Z shows a landfall. 977 pressure. This would be Sunday night. This weekend coming up. That's pretty bad. So let's hope that doesn't happen. But still, 977 pressure storm. This is the latest GFS. Overnight 00Z, kind of the same. 981 pressure. Well, actually, it was 973 on approach. A little weakening before the coast, but you can't get caught up on this weakening. That's what Sandy did. And man, the storm surge was the story with Sandy. Big wide system pushing all that water northward. So this is overnight. So back-to-back runs of the GFS concerning. The latest CMC is not on this, but we can look at the icon. The icon shows it going off the coast, which is good. The OOZ model on the icon off the coast. A little closer, but no landfall. Not predicting landfall yet. Here, let's look at the latest 6Z Euro. This one just came out. It shows, doesn't even show our system. Well, it's Sunday. It doesn't go out that far. It shows it dissipating. This is all it shows for. It doesn't even show our system. So, if you don't want a storm, the Euro is your friend. And then, of course, the Canadian model got it pretty close. Right off the coast. So no, no big worries yet. Just pay attention. That's all. We'll see if the track changes at 11. But I just pointing out the trends are high pressure coming off of Canada could steer this thing a little bit more to the west. So yeah, Bobby, don't Google camel toes. Make sure your safe filter is on. That's all I got to say about that. What do you think, Bobby? You think that high pressure is coming? I think I see a trend developing here with this high pressure system. And I think the NHC is going to adjust their track at 11. We'll see. All right, cool beans. Well, that's it. That's a wrap. Remember, if you're not a Facebook fan, make sure you like and support us on YouTube. Definitely, if you're on Facebook, make sure you like the button. That way you get notified more. A lot of people ask us how to, they don't see our posts. So you got to like a page and follow a page. Don't forget our cruise coming up. Getting close to 100 cabins on the Mardi Gras. Going to be a party. I'm so excited. 7 days. We're going to have a meet and greet. We're going to have cocktail parties. We're going to have Family Feud fun. We're going to have scavenger hunts. We're going to have free stuff, giveaways. Big thanks to ABC and Coastal Claims. Putting up the bucks so we can give away stuff. Furman's giving us swag. Thank you, Greg Montgomery there with Furman. We're going to have stuff to give away. It's going to be fun. So make sure you check it out. Got the link on my site. And join the party. It's going to be the prelude to the 2022 hurricane season in March. We haven't even gotten through the 2021 season. But we'll prepare for 2022 on the cruise. There'll be no daily brews that day. All right, we'll be live again later tomorrow, 9/19. I don't know if we'll be later today or not until we got some, we only do nighttime maybe when it's pertinent, but we'll be live tomorrow. I'll be posting throughout the day, working on the website and stuff. So, in the immediate future, we're definitely worried about our folks and fans down in the Cayman right now, and then of course the Yucatan. Things are going downhill this afternoon. It's definitely going to be interesting down there. This thing might strengthen a little bit more. So the NHC is predicting 85. The H-Wharf, to give you an idea, we can look at some radar bands and more high resolution stuff with Grace. What we can see. So we're going to start getting outer bands later this afternoon. Pressure 990, 982, 979. So the core of it, unfortunately, happens overnight tonight with a landfall tomorrow morning. But it'll be a rough night for a lot of folks. I wonder if Josh Morganman's flying down there, or Hurricane Man. Thursday morning, gonna be sneaky. Iowa tonight and tomorrow morning, 970-ish range, and then it's going to weaken a little bit, and then we're going to see a ramp up on the pressures again and possibly dip below 970 as it makes final approach. So a double whammy system with some last minute intensification in the Bay of Campeche because that water is hot. And we're going to definitely worry about that. Here's the wind field, obviously strong, 129 knots possibly. H-Wharf predicting pretty damn big system here, 920 or 952 pressure, 129 knots on final approach. Very possible. That's not good. So cool beans. All right, well, it was about an hour. Appreciate it. Appreciate y'all tuning in. I'll fix the Shelly wants to build a greenhouse. Shelly, that'll be your happy place. No internet allowed in the greenhouse. Step away from the computer. No stress. This is a no stress area. No reason anybody should be stressed out about weather. Weather. Celsius. You got these, Greg, out there? Love it. I told you I'm friends with the CEO, John. I don't know why we don't have him as a sponsor. I need to get with him. Look at that. Furman says that they are in most Costco's and Home Depots in Mexico. Isn't that amazing? Some AutoZones? Love you, Furman. It's amazing. It's crazy to think that we should do like a fan photo of every storm. Like, Greg, we should do like, I know you want to do giveaways and stuff, but we should do like some sort of a gift of a picture running a Furman generator during a storm. That would be really neat. And because they do that with the hurricane hunters. Every time they fly into storms, they got a sticker for every storm. And they keep it, cool. So we should have a Furman generator picture from every storm running during. And like I said, I went through Apalachicola, man. They had Zippo power. The whole city looked like it was out of power during Fred. So I'm sure somebody there was running a whole generator. So, thanks, Anna. I'm glad to have you along. You're drinking a mixed berry. We've lost our man card, Greg. Especially when we were drinking seltzers. I told everybody they should make seltzers in like they should have dude seltzers. Because when you drink the little skinny can, you just kind of feel, I don't know. I get embarrassed drinking seltzers when I go out. So I put them in a koozie. But the problem is they don't fit in a koozie because they're skinny. We need wide body seltzers. We need like regular can size seltzers to make the guys that like seltzers feel like they fit with the beer crowd. Because if you drink beer and whiskey, when you see a dude drinking a seltzer, you automatically start thinking that's not like a real drinker. He's like So when I drink my seltzer, I feel like I'm not in my beer drinking crowd when I'm drinking a seltzer, so I hide it. I feel peer pressure. It's like a kid in high school. Like, I feel peer pressure drinking seltzers. It's a real thing. I wonder how many guys have the same feeling that I get. That I feel intimidated when I'm in a group of people and I'm drinking a seltzer. Like I'm not Mike anymore. I'm like not me anymore. So I sometimes drink beer to fit in. That makes sense. Thank you, Bonnie. I'd love to go there. Macho seltzer. That would be cool. Macho man. Anything else last second? Stay hydrated. Down White Claws easily. Yeah, Nick, I'm telling you, I love it. So the whole thing started with when we were locked down last year. I lost weight and I decided to try keto, and there's 0 sugar in seltzer. So I'm kind of on that 0 sugar kick. I love no sugar because sugar makes me tired. That's right, seltzer, Sandy. But anyway, these tall boys. Yeah, Whitney, you want to know something funny at Chili's? So when I get a Presidente at Chili's, and I'm sure there's Chili's people that will back me up on this. I asked them to put it into a normal pint glass, and they always do, or a mug. So I'm like, I want a Presidente, but don't bring it in that blue thing. Just put the damn thing in a freaking glass. So they do that. So you can ask for that, Whitney. You can say, put my Presidente in a mug. And I feel a lot more comfortable drinking it than the blue cup. All right, so I gotta let the doggies out before they piss on the floor. They got little bladders. They're sleeping right now, but I've learned I give them so my morning ritual is this. I get up at 5:30, let the dogs out. Hope there's no accidents. Give them a treat. Give them water. Make my coffee. do all the weather stuff. I'm done with my live. If I don't let them out right now, this is, what time is 5 o'clock? That was 5 hours ago. If I don't let them out now, their little bladders can't hold it. So I've learned. After the live, let the doggies out. I usually eat a piece of cheese. We got a thing of cheese in there. I love cheese. I'll make another coffee. And then the 11 o'clock comes out. So we're going to do that. So who let the dogs out? And I shared that gator video yesterday. Oh my God. That gator. Did you see the gator video where they attacked the lady with her hand? That's freaking scary. So we got gators in our back pond. Just saying. All right. So we'll say cheers. We'll see everybody tomorrow. Thanks for tuning in. We love the MWP family. For sure. And I'll keep everybody going. Website will be updated here with the app. You can always turn the app on. I posted I do notifications on the app. You got it if you got the app. You should have got a notification this morning that we could see a tick to the west with our Henri track. Yeah, so I posted a Henri track shifting some west, New England, keep an eye on. So tell me if that's, I don't want to be scary. Keep an eye on it if you live in New England. So you should have got that notification today. See, notification. All right, so we'll see. All right, well, be good. Say, have a good day. Love it. Appreciate it. I need to feel human again. I'm getting close. I don't even remember going to Chili's last night with Phil, so I just texted him a little bit ago, and I said, I hope I didn't say anything to piss you off. All right. See you tomorrow morning for the Brew. The Daily Brew. 9:19 Eastern every day. Unless we're not. See ya.